Hi everybody, welcome at the 3D Experience Lab. Let's discover today two new, very innovative projects with Frederic Vacher. How are you, Frederic?
Hey Marion, welcome in the lab.
Thank you so much.
I'm very good, and you?
Yes, very, very pleased to be here, to come back here. So now let's talk about the lab, of course, but also two very innovative projects. Which ones?
Yes, today we will teleport ourselves in two amazing projects. One is about disabilities with Gyrolift from France, and we will jump into the West Coast
in the US.
And we will visit Magic Wheelchair.
Okay.
Magic Wheelchair is an association, so we not only accelerate startups in collaborative projects, but also communities of people, of passionates willing to change the world.
That's great.
So I suggest that we visit in the virtual world those projects so that you can experience by yourself.
Yes, that's very, very nice.
Are you familiar with those headsets?
Yes, right now I am. Thanks to you.
So it's your turn now.
Thank you, Fred. So let's go into that virtual experience lab.
I'll give you the device.
Thank you.
And then you can walk around in this virtual world. So maybe you can turn around and show our audience this virtual world. It's a kind of trade show, like at CES. You can walk and visit the different booths, the different projects. And here I suggest that we go directly to our first startup, Gyrolift. So could you find your way, Marion? Yes, you are just in front of the Gyrolift booth.
Yeah.
And more than the booth, as you can see, you have the flyer. So Gyrolift is a French startup.
Yeah.
They are developing a next generation wheelchair, electrical wheelchair. And you can see this wheelchair in front of you. Yes, you have the virtual twin of the real product. Okay. You see the revolution here is the wheelchair could transform itself in a standing position. And you can really take the product exactly.
Wow.
And you see with the experience, the complete animation, you have the complete mock-up of the project.
It's just for me a way to show to people how modelization is like magic, you know?
It's like magic.
Yeah. So Gyrolift startup based in France.
I think we have Maxime, their general manager, in the live. And the live is in the virtual space. Maxime, hi, how are you?
Hello, Maxime.
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm very good.
Hi, Maxime. Thank you for being with us. Can you just introduce yourself a little bit, please?
Sure. So I'm Maxime Giraux, one of the manager of Gyrolift with my business partner Lambert. It's about 10 years I'm working on innovation and startups. Few years for École Polytechnique, and actually that's where I met Lambert when he was working with École Polytechnique startup accelerator, and then I joined him first because we are working fine together, and then because Gyrolift is building a product which really can make a difference for people with reduced mobility. So it's a good reason to wake up every morning.
Tell us more about the D-Day, where you decided to start this new adventure.
Sure. Actually, Lambert is a doctor in mechatronical, and Gyrolift was his theme for his thesis. It actually came from one of our other partner, who is the dad of a young guy, a young boy with a trauma in his back, and he had this idea about 10 years ago. What if we make a mobility solution leveraging innovation like segways? And he talked with Lambert, master of thesis, and actually that's the very beginning of this adventure.
What is new compared to other existing systems?
Basically, the market of wheelchair, but we don't really like to use these words, is somehow not very innovative. Lambert used to speak about how in a century such kind of device has very slightly changed. What we do is leveraging new technology to have new kind of solution, which on a point bring some more self-sufficiency to people with various mobilities. Other devices powered and enabling people to stand up and move standing up. And on the other side, we try very much to focus on the design, as we really think that no one should be defined through the wheelchair they are moving on. And we try to get rid with this kind of mobility stigma linked to a wheelchair.
Yeah, so the idea is, of course, we understand to enable mobility, full mobility.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Most of the time, when you talk about power mobility wheelchair, that's massive products. Lots of time more than 100 kilograms, which are not very easy to use in rooms, in offices. So we hope that Gyrolift will be a game changer.
Tell us more about the device and the prototype itself, because what I know, it's not a prototype, but almost a go-to-market product. Tell us more about the 3D Experience Lab and Dassault Systèmes collaboration for that, please.
Actually, that I would say a nearly 3 years history and collaboration with Dassault Systèmes and the 3D Experience Lab. Of course, we're doing a mechatronical product, so a big part of our work is designing and building a product for which we need to design pieces. And thanks to Dassault Systèmes, we had the chance to work with their 3D modeling and designing platform, which is actually the same one big firms like Renault in automotive industry or Airbus are using, which means having the best-in-class tools to design and develop our solution. So it's a big chance for us. And actually, all the team with Frederic here and the others were very supportive. We had lots of advices for communication and marketing. They were amplifying our words, amplifying our communication. So 3 years of great interactions.
So we hope for you that you will go for a standard, which is of course one of the biggest challenges for any startup. So good luck for you and for the team.
Thank you, Maxime,
for all that work, and speaking to you later on. Thank you, Maxime.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So now, Marion, I will drive you to another magic project.
Yes, sure.
For also disabled persons. This magic project is called Magic Wheelchair.
Magic Wheelchair. Okay.
Just walk a bit on your right.
Oh.
You are in front of Magic Wheelchair booth.
Yes.
So that's an amazing project, but it's not really a startup. Magic Wheelchair is an association. Their objective is to transform the dream of young children, handicapped children, into reality. And as you can see on this booth, you have a kind of monster truck, right?
Yeah.
And if you take this monster truck, you can see that behind the truck there is a wheelchair.
Look at this.
Okay, so they are in fact reshaping the wheelchair in 3D. They design in 3D a costume, in a way, they call it costume, and they fabricate this costume in fab labs around the world. And our fab lab in Boston is very active with a very dynamic team. And the objective is to give a smile to those kiddos. And I think we have a Magic Wheelchair founder with us in this virtual world as well. If you take a look on your left, we have Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Hi, Christine. It's a pleasure to meet you. What about the idea from the beginning? How did it start, for you?
Yeah, so Magic Wheelchair was actually founded by my friend Ryan, who started building Halloween costumes for his kids who have the same diagnosis that I have, called spinal muscular atrophy. And I have a whole history of nonprofit program planning and fundraising. So we joined forces and tried to spread the mission nationwide in the States and now officially worldwide. And so our mission is to build epic costumes for kiddos in wheelchairs at no cost to their families. And our hope is to continue to raise awareness for rare diseases and promote self-expression and inclusion for anyone with a disability.
So we can see here in this virtual booth a lot of pics, probably from different exhibitions. Can you just tell us more about all what we can see on the screen?
Yeah, I'm not seeing the full screen myself here, but I think you guys are seeing some of our builds that we collaborated with the 3D Experience Lab. So we did the first ever build. I think we met everyone from Dassault in 2017 and kickstarted our first build with employees in 2018. We did the Max D monster truck for Jonah, and he got to go to the Monster Jam exhibition and receive his magic wheelchair next to the real truck, which was amazing. There was also a motorcycle for Ben, and we've collaborated with the lab several times on other builds as well. So there was a local builder in the area who needed a quick laser cut of a window, and so we were able to collaborate with everyone there, and it's just been such an amazing relationship with the 3D Experience Lab.
Christine, is it complex to design such product, meaning costumes?
It's a little bit complex. With each one is custom made for the kiddo. So we work around their wheelchair and their specific mobility needs. We really want them to be interactive. So if they have use of their hands, we'll give them an adaptive button so they can turn on lights or sounds or even adaptive Nerf darts. We had a Batmobile that shot Nerf darts once. So we're really about making it all about the kiddo, making sure that they're fully included in the costume, however possible.
Okay. Maybe I have a question. How many costumes have you done since the beginning, Christine, with the community?
We were just talking about this the other day. I think we're officially at 272 worldwide.
272, so congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Because I guess a lot of smiles, not only for the children, but for the whole family, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's something for everyone in a magic wheelchair, for the kiddos, for the families, for the builders, the volunteers, and even the community. The costumes are a catalyst for inclusion. We'll have kiddos go to their local comic convention and meet their peers, and so we've heard them say that for once, folks aren't asking them why they're in a wheelchair, what's wrong. They're asking them about their favorite character or their favorite episode from the show that their costume is from. So it really is a wonderful way to create more opportunities of inclusion and finding commonalities amongst peers. And really, ultimately, that teaches empathy to all kids.
How does it work, Christine? Is it possible to find and to choose the costume, or is it something that you suggest thanks to different models?
So we kind of joke that we're a rare organization because the kids run the business. The kids run the show. Whatever they ask for kind of dictates who we work with, who we build with, who we collaborate with to make the reveal happen. I love that model. We're all about just self-expression, making sure that we're validating young voices to help create the next generation of self-advocates. So truly, whatever they want, we'll get princess carriages and spaceships all day long, but every once in a while you'll get a music theme or a scary monster, and we're here for all of it.
So you make dreams reality. That's really amazing, and I think it's the opportunity to have maybe a message. Do you need any financial support, money, of course, maybe to have more contributors to make that things bigger?
Absolutely. So Magic Wheelchair, we don't have staff. We're all volunteers. And so all of the money goes into building and creating these epic experiences for kiddos. We purchase the materials, provide all of the training to builders, and send the kiddos to their epic reveals. So anyone can visit our website, magicwheelchair.org. We're also on most of the social media platforms, and you can donate on all of them. Every dollar goes to the kiddos. So we really appreciate this partnership and these opportunities to make more magic. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much, Christine, and it's great what you have done. Thank you, and
Thank you.
have a nice day. Speaking to you soon. Bye
Thank
bye.
you so much.
Thank you, Christine.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. So, Frederic, wow, it's really it's a lot of emotion for everybody, I guess. All what we have seen in wheelchairs and costumes for children based on virtuality. It's
Exactly, because for such a project, you need the 3D model of the real wheelchair. Usually they are our clients, and they share the models. And the team is working on the costume in 3D to adapt, because the challenge is to do something but keep the safety of the children. Okay, you cannot do whatever you want. The second thing is the community aspect, because you need a platform to gather volunteers. They are not employees, they are trying to attract people, passionate people, and the communities of the platform is key for that. And through our platform, they can connect to many engineers that would give some of their time for the cause. So that's a kind of unique model, as I said.
Yeah.
The children is the business owner.
run the business.
Run the business. I like the sentence. And that's for inclusion and for disabled people. It's what we need to all do. So hopefully we will help them to scale on a global standpoint in many countries. It's what we could expect for all those kiddos.
Thank you so much for having invited me and to all this immersion.
Hope you enjoy this immersion in the virtual lab.
My first immersive interviews, I guess it's it's the first time for me. A lot of good experience. So I will be back, and of course stay tuned or see the other episodes where Frederic and I just went into a virtual world, but based on a physical, so thank you so much.
For a better real world.
And for a better real world.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Marion.
Thank you.